Hello and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Tuesday, the 27th of May. I am flatcapcallum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. Alright, the aim is to not be here for ages tonight and scamper through. So we've got the review of Monday, we've got Tuesday's bet. It's £9, it's a Yankee. There was a voice in my head saying, Callum, don't do it. Don't make the video. Nobody wants to hear your picks at Wolverhampton. But I've done it anyway, so you can make your choices. Right? As well, historically evidenced on this channel, Wolverhampton has not been my friend. I've had a few good results, the odd one. And I've been very selective so far this year. It hasn't been too bad. Four horses, 3 at Wolverhampton, 1 in Ballinrobe, all in the evening. That is my offering to you on Tuesday. Monday review. Frustrating, I would say. Very frustrating. We were $9.75 on, $7.50 back, $2.25 loss. So not great shakes in that sense, but we started off really well. And my read of that race was really good. Not so much further down, but the read of that race was really good in the sense of the odds on favourite one comfortably. There were 2 unraced horses which could have been something, but they clearly weren't, and that was the best of the rest quite clearly. Rain Cloud, nice second place. Patine, I made a crack in the comments. Like, it's like that one just got abducted by aliens halfway through the race. Like it was there and then it wasn't there. So no good there. And then what's a fella to do? Well, I don't know, because the horse didn't want to run, did he? So he dug his heels in at the start and they went without him. So that was a non-runner. That's where we were. And then we went on to this Cluain Cormake. I still probably can't, even if I hear it out loud, I still can't say it right. Anyway, that horse in the last race, it was obviously, some would have been on 50s, 33s. And somebody was trying to conspire, I would suggest to you, when a couple of horses came out at 5:30, meaning it was a 30p rule 4 on it, and the price didn't really move. The bookies were really trying to protect themselves on that race, and I don't know whether it was specifically because of that horse, because there wasn't tons of money on the exchange. There was a lot of early money that drove the price down for that horse, and they were trying to find something else to latch onto. I really thought we were, I know sometimes we have these big market moves and they don't come to anything. I thought this one really had some potential. And then I think there's 2, others will have other versions. I think there's 2 main possible versions of what happened in the race. The front 3 went from the front. So the front 3 in the market were the front 3 out. And at Ballinrobe, if you look at how the races were run over the course of the meeting, most horses who prevailed were up either on the front end or up in the first few. Generally speaking, you don't want to come from behind. It's very difficult. It's a tight, twisty, turny track at Ballinrobe. So the 3 jocks who were on the fancied 3, they went from the front, and 3 furlongs out you thought, well, this race is between them. 2 furlongs out, it wasn't between any of them. So all 3 of them got overtaken by a bunch of other horses, and the best of them ended up finishing 5th. And the first 3 were unraced horses, and a couple of them came from quite far back. So what happened? There's one version of the truth that says the front 3 weren't good enough and the market got it completely wrong. I don't think on balance that is actually what happened. I think what happened is this is a bumper race, you've got amateur jocks on, so the less experienced, and less experienced, clearly very good horse people, but they're not going to be as experienced on all the different tracks in Ireland and all the different pace you need to run out. And I think my spidey sense is, I think the 3 of them went too fast for the nature of the race and got to 3 furlongs, and then suddenly the horses all emptied, because it's very unusual for all 3 to be in the lead and all empty at basically the same time. And for not at least one of them to do that. So it looked to me like pace collapse. You see it more often on all weather race meetings and stuff like that, but it looked like a bumper pace collapse, which is just, you don't see it that often on a bumper. That's what I think happened. So yeah, we'll never know, right? The point is the horse got well beaten, didn't it? So after being well backed in, but I mean, annoyingly, it was at 5-1 without the 30p rule 4, and then the rule 4 didn't really make that much difference because the bookies had such a massive overround on that race, really unnecessarily so. I haven't gone and checked comparators with Betfair starting price, but I'll probably go and do that after I've done this video because I'm curious. Anywho, that's it. 975 on, 750 back. Right, so I've got 3 at Wolverhampton, 1 in Ballinrobe. I've just give you the horses, right? 7-12. Jeans Mate, 11-1. It's a front runner. We want it to stay at the front. 742 Wolves. It's a very competitive race, but this definitely had an angle on value. Saturnalia, 20-1. Then scraped it in, and I did like it, but I scraped it in 8:30 Ballinrobe. Slightly beholden to the weather, but Ned in the Park, 9-1. I think that should be vying for favouritism. And then the 8:42, the nightcap at Wolves, Sid's Annie, 22-1. 25p each way Yankee, 50p each way singles on Saturnalia and Sid's Annie, 75p win singles on Jeans Mate, Ned in the Park, £9 total. Sky'd give you an extra place in 1 or 2 of those races, I think, at Wolves. Everybody else is much of a muchness, which is 3, 4, 3 and 3. That's it. That's my offering to you, folks. We'll see how we go. So we start the week -2. So we've got, what, 5 days a month? 5 days a month. 5 days a month. Let's see what we got. 5 days a month, and then the new month starts on Sunday. All right, that's me. I'll have a look for Wednesday, let you know what the crack is. There's probably likely to be a bet, but we'll see. All right, that's me. Bye-bye.